With the big game this weekend, you may be preparing for a big party, and that means plenty of food and drinks, but those table-getting snacks might not always be the healthiest. We know that. So we're going to get a little help today from Profile by Sanford's Dylan Razor, some advice to make our table a little bit healthier. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I said we're still going to have good, tasty treats, though, right? Because sometimes you get a bad rap when we're like healthy treats. It doesn't have to ruin your party, though, right?
Right, absolutely. We want to make sure that you're still able to enjoy some of these delicious options, and really they're more so alternatives to your traditional treats that you might have on Super Bowl Sunday, which can be a challenging time for somebody who's trying to eat healthier or who's on a plan like Profile. So, we have a couple different options here that we can put together, and the first one we're going to start out with is over here, and this is going to be our buffalo hummus dip, and it's a great alternative to our traditional, buffalo wings. Buffalo dips are very, very popular with the football season.
Right.
So this is something that we can put together that's a healthier option, and we can use some vegetables then as well to dip into those. So if you wouldn't mind, since you're closer, to just take the lid off there.
Okay.
And take a good scoop out of that and put it in the dish.
The small one there?
Yep, the small dish there. And so that's just our plain hummus. And so what we're going to do then is just grab some of that buffalo sauce and just pour it right over the top. All of it in there.
Okay.
And you can use as much or as little, whatever your palate calls for. And then we'll take this spoon here, and I can do that for you. And we're just going to give that a good mix. Maybe went a little heavy on the buffalo sauce, but
I like it hot.
But yeah, that's just it. So then what we can do is use this as an excellent alternative to a buffalo dip, and use vegetables. There are various options here like carrots, peas, broccoli, things like that. And it's a great alternative for a buffalo dip.
Yeah, well, sometimes you just like the dipping,
Absolutely.
So you pick this over the super cheesy,
Yep.
calorie
this
fill
is going to be
option.
a healthy fat option, low carbohydrate with the vegetables, and it's just going to be enough to fill you and keep you satisfied.
And sometimes the munching, instead of doing the chips all the time munching,
Absolutely.
Bringing a veggie tray, that's easy. That's exactly, it's not like you had all separate. This was an easy thing to go pick up at the store, right?
Exactly. It's a good idea to know what's going to be there, and if there are choices that aren't going to be the healthiest for you, heading to the grocery store, grabbing a simple veggie tray is a great option.
Okay. Let's head over, because we've been promised some nachos. Is that
Yes,
what you're making
absolutely.
over here?
Yeah, we don't see any chips around, but never fear, we have the next best thing. We have some bell peppers here cut up and seeded, and these are a great alternative to chips because, one, they're crunchy, they have a lot of great flavor, and they work really well for nachos. So what we can do here is just lay these out in a dish, and then we're going to prepare our toppings, some pico de gallo here, which will add a ton of great flavor. We also have some beans, which will be a great addition to any nachos. These are really healthy options, really full of fiber, good to get into the recipe. And then for a little kick, we go with some diced jalapenos here, and we can just give this a stir. Mix that all up. A lot of really good flavors are going to come through this mixture, and we're just going to layer that right over the top.
It smells delicious.
Yeah, you can smell it already. Make sure it's all good and covered. And this is, again, another customizable recipe if there are other things that you want to add. More onions, if you want to add proteins like chicken or something like that. A great option as well. And then we're just going to go ahead and layer the cheese right over the top. Can't have nachos without cheese.
True that.
So we'll make sure that we get some good melted cheese on there, and then we will just throw some cilantro over the top to give it that finishing touch. And we can go ahead and throw that in the oven and bake it just like you would with your regular nachos.
I love it. Okay, so two great easy options, healthy, and I love that it didn't take too long.
Absolutely.
Some other advice for going into a Super Bowl party, though, to stay on your plan. That was number one on your list. You said to kind of plan ahead. What else should people keep in mind before they head over to the party?
Absolutely. One thing that we have going for us is that the game doesn't start until about 5:30 in the evening. So that gives us a full day of opportunity to eat healthy and plan ahead. So making sure that we're getting started the day off with a good, healthy breakfast, protein rich, low calorie for those who are on our plan, would often be a meal replacement option, and it's a really, really flavorful and delicious way to get the day started. But our members actually would have eaten 4 times before the game even kicks off.
Really?
So it's a good option to go into the game satisfied and avoid overeating.
Okay. Oh, and do you have a new pizza crust
we
here?
do have another option. This is going to be great for Super Bowl Sunday, is our Profile Pizza Crust we just recently came out with. They are perfect for personal-sized pizzas, and you can make a ton of different options. We have a lot of different recipes or topping ideas for that on our local Facebook pages and on our website.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Coming up next, our big Disney on Ice winner for this week. Stay with us.